So I'm making some headway with my Master Book of Shadows, and I'm pretty proud of what I've achieved so far. Obviously, it's anywhere near even a quarter complete, and I've got such a lot of way to go with that, and I'm well aware that my learning Wicca isn't just to achieve a Book of Shadows. I know a Book of Shadows isn't a be all and end all. They help, but I know a Master Book of Shadows is something that can take a lifetime to achieve. But I felt like I've always wanted one, for starters. I'm not going to make no secret of that because it's just something that's always appeared in films. Because no matter what you watch, which contains witches, film made for TV, film made for movies, TV programs, you know, Sabrina Teenage Witch, Bewitched, Charmed. What's a movie with witches in it? I'm sure there's many. However, one thing that's consistent, one thing that's always truth within the film, no matter how fictionalized they've made the witches, no matter how caricature they've made the witches, because we all know those witches aren't real, and everybody knows no matter what, those witches can never be. I mean, yes, a lot of people that's come into Wicca, that's come into the craft, have probably first heard of witchcraft because of these movies, because of these TV programs. However, we all know that that kind of thing isn't real, but we've learned because we've looked into it that the idea of those TV witches, of the TV, of the films and movies about witches, no matter how silly, we know after we've got into it and looked into it that they've took the idea from something that is real and turned it into a caricature. So that's probably how a lot of people have come into this, like I have. But we stayed around when we started learning about it because it's so incredible, and the things that we can achieve is being part of this amazing community, be it as a solitary or coven or whatever. It's still a community because it's people that are into the same, follow the same beliefs. So yes, I've no secret about it at all. I've always wanted a Master Book of Shadows. So the fact that I am working on mine at long last is something I'm very proud of. Like I say, I've hardly made an indentation, but at the same time I feel like I've come a long way because I come from having nothing to having about 25, 26 pages nearly planned out. I've got all my crystals written down, which I actually own, and I'm going to alphabeticalise them, put them in order, and I'm going to, I know some of the correspondences, I'm going to write all the correspondences down, if I can spit my words out, and I'm going to write the hardness, what their uses are in meditation, in magic, how to make tinctures out of them, what kind of baths to do, things like that. I'm going to do the same with my oils and my incense as well. It's just, I feel like I'm actually achieving something. Have I already said this? I probably have. I really apologise if you're listening to this and have repeated this already, but sometimes, you've got to take a step back and think about what you've done, and you've got to give yourself a pat on the back because no one's going to do it for you. And if you rely on other people patting your back for you, you're going to be sadly disappointed because people aren't there to help you or boost your confidence because they're all looking out for themselves. You have to look out for yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. I've already said that, I know, but it's so important. It's taken me 28 years to figure that out. And you know what? I wish I figured that out sooner. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, apart from the fact I'm actually, as I'm reading that Thornton's book of Wicca, Principles of Wicca, I am also highlighting sections to put into my book of shadows, my master book of shadows. So that's it. So not only am I glad I'm reading through it anyway to start from the absolute beginning, and I'm taking more in now because I'm more focused, I'm actually making more headway on my master book of shadows because I can go through it with my highlighter, and then afterwards, after I've read it, after I digested, I can go back and I can type it up in coherent paragraphs which I will understand and which future generations will understand, hopefully. Okay, I'm babbling and this is crazy, but you've got my number, so call me maybe. I'm sorry. I can't believe I just quoted that. I've gone the whole time since I've heard of that song without quoting it. But I'm completely hooked on the Geordie version. Have you heard the Geordie version of that song? It's brilliant. Okay, I'm going to stop. Till next time, blessed be and merrily meet.